Bray Speaks Ball back with another video, and today I am here to break down why I think Kaleah Copper has a chance to win the MVP this year. So if you don't know, Kaleah Copper is a guard for the Phoenix Mercury. This is her first year playing with the Phoenix Mercury. From 2017 to 2023. She played for the Chicago Sky, where she had a great tenure, but she was recently traded in the offseason, and she's been killing it in Phoenix. She's been having her best season ever so far, in my opinion. Now, in Chicago, she did have a great career. Don't get me wrong. She's a four-time All-Star. She won Finals MVP in 2021 in the first ever championship for the Chicago Sky. She recently got called up to Team USA for the Olympics, so she's been a hooper. But right now, stats-wise, she's having her best career ever. She's averaging 21.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists, while with the Mercury, who are currently sitting in 6th place in the league. Not as good as I think they can be doing, but a lot of that was due to Brittany Griner's injury. I think they're going to end up probably around 4th or 5th by the time the year ends. And I see them having a deep playoff run. I know that's a bit of a hot take, but I think they have all of the pieces, and I see things getting better for them as the year progresses. So let's talk about why I think specifically she should be in the MVP race. I think what sets her apart from other players is a few things. Number one, and she said this herself, she is one of the best two-way players in the league, and I agree with that because, like she said, there isn't many players who can get 20, 25, 30 points a game, but at the same time stop the other team's best player. A lot of times what happens is the player that scores the most isn't matched up on defense against the best player on the other team, but it's often Kaleah who gets that task of guarding the other team's best player. And on the offensive side of the ball, she's just done some phenomenal things this year. She's had numerous games where she scored well above 25 points and numerous games where she scored well above 30 points. She is actually only the second player in WNBA history to have back-to-back games with more than 35 points. There's very few players who are doing that, and the ones who are typically in that MVP conversation, which is why I think she needs to be in it as well. So let's get to my favorite part of these videos and analyze some film. So my favorite part about Kaleah Copper's game is that I think she's an amazing 3-level scorer. If someone was to ask me who is the best 3-level scorer right now in the WNBA, I would say Kaleah Copper without hesitation. She can get a bucket from the 3-point land, she can get a bucket from mid-range, and she can finish around the rim very creatively. So one thing that I want to start off by pointing out is how quick her release is. She's one of those players that she's waiting to catch the ball at the 3-point line, and while she's catching it, she's already getting into that 3-point motion, and she has a quick release, which is very beneficial. So if we look at this, she catches it, already has her hands up ready, and splash, she makes it. Coming up is another highlight, and it's the exact same thing. She's waiting, she knows her teammate's gonna see her, catches it, and then boom, automatically going into that smooth motion, and it's quick and easy. This is the first 4 minutes of the game, and she's already done it twice. To me, what really makes a 3-level scorer stand out from others is that they can get a bucket in numerous different creative ways. So here she's acting as a point guard, a primary ball handler, and they're gonna run a quick set, looks like a give and go. She's gonna give the ball, come off that screen right to the middle, and boom, finish around the rim. Bobbles it a little bit, but it doesn't affect her. She can finish because she's comfortable, she's calm, and that's what you look for all the time. So we talked about 2 levels of scoring. Let's talk about the third one, the mid-range game. So an effective 3-level scorer in the mid-range game, they can get to their spots when they need to. So it looks like they're trying to go into some set. The defense collapses, double teams. It's okay though. She's comfortable. She gets in her spot and she gets that shot up and she gets it off quickly. And I think the thing that's so pure about her jumper is that she can get it off quickly, and it's always that same smooth motion, and once she's on, she is on. Like I said, I think Kaleah Copper is having the best season of her career so far on her new team. I think she's having a great season. I think she's going to have a great postseason. I think she's going to do great at the Olympics in Paris, and I think in every MVP conversation, her name needs to get brought up. If you agree with me, Let me know in the comments. If you don't agree with me and you think somebody else should always be in that conversation and maybe Kaleah just isn't there yet, let me know in the comments. New videos on the way. Brace Speaks Ball. We out of there.